Okay, this video I'm going to describe kind of some of the ways that I think of how to find new products on Amazon. I kind of have like three different techniques that I use to just think of creative ways of creating new products. I was going to go through really quick exactly how I do this. So those three ways are what I call a touch list, being inspired by something else online, and then drilling down deep into Amazon Jungle Scout. So I'll show you how I do each one of those three things. So a touch list is it's one of the things that Scott Volker talks about in the Amazing Seller podcast. I love this idea. Every time you go somewhere or do something, every time you touch something, you think, will this thing sell well on Amazon? And it's incredible how many things you'll find. You go to a kid's birthday party and they get some package of inflatable balloons. When you grab the balloons, think, "Wow, can I sell this thing on Amazon?" You get in your car and you put your hands on the steering wheel and you have a custom steering wheel cover. Think, "Oh, this cover, can I sell it on Amazon?" When you go to Target, you see that little knickknack thing, you think, can I sell this thing on Amazon? So I'll just show you an example. This weekend I went into this little home goods store and I found there's a couple of products I kind of thought were nice. I'll just show you these examples here. I just take pictures. I just kind of think like, okay, maybe I'll just research this later. So here's this little, it's kind of weird. It's like this stylistic juicer thing. It's kind of pretty. I don't know. It's kind of neat. So I'm gonna do. So I was walking to the store and I saw this. I'm like, okay, snap a little quick picture and I'll show you how I look up the whether this is a good product or not. This other thing too, it's like this weird little wooden, I don't know, like light thingy. That was really pretty. So I took a picture and I thought, well, maybe I don't know. This thing's kind of unique. Maybe I can sell something like this. So I'll show you this touch list. I'll just go to Amazon. Let's just focus on this juicer. Juicer hand press. Okay, these are a little bit more similar to what we were looking at with that product I showed in the picture. Okay, these are actually set. Oh wow, 25,000. Oh, okay, you don't want one of these press thingies. Don't do this. Okay, but like that sells pretty decent. I guess again, I'm looking at the sales volume, the sales number here. $80, 200 units. That's pretty good. $50, 230 units. That's pretty good. Okay, so this is pretty decent actually. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all these. Okay, this score thing. People always tell me about this score thing. I've never found it to be useful at all. So like, just ignore that thing. So this is at least might make it to my list of maybes. It does look pretty competitive. Looks like a lot of people are already selling it, and they already have really good pictures. But at least this at least kind of I might put this on my list. It looks like there's a couple of different people's. Oh yeah, they're selling the exact same product. True Craftware, Gourmetia, and Cozy. And yet, yeah, it's literally the exact same product. Okay, well, they're all selling decent, so that's one of the things. So you can sell something that's exactly like everyone else, but I'm just always a big believer in you have to add something of value. And this thing, I'm not sure what you can add in value with this thing. Maybe you can bundle it with some special. See, this guy has a special heavy base with suction cups or suction feet, whatever. So that's something you can add, I guess. Um, yeah, it looks like there's already a lot of people doing this though, so I would maybe stay away. However, it's different than this juicer thingy. So we have shown that the market for juicers is actually of hand pressed juicers is actually pretty decent. So I might still consider that. I might put that on my list of like, let's go see if we can find a supplier. Okay. So now what I like to do is I take these guys and I add them to private label list. And so I create on Amazon. I have a wish list, and I just put in private label list. Okay, now I've saved it. Um, what's another product like this little weird bowl thingy? I don't know what this thing is. It's like a face bowl or something. So Dormammu. Maybe that is a thing. Let's see. How do you spell it? Dora Maar. Yeah, that's it. Oh, well, there it is. Okay. All right, I guess it does. It is on Amazon. Dora Moore. Okay. So again, Jungle Scout. This sells less than 5. Okay. So here's a perfect example of a touch list item that I added to my touch list. That's cool for $8. That's expensive. And I see it sells less than 5 a month, so I'm gonna scratch that one off. Just completely stop considering that one. Try like a cocktail shaker. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick the top selling guys, and now when I drill down, I'm just gonna run Jungle Scout again on these. The nice thing is you can find other things in your niche. So if you are doing like bar products, then you can do this and kind of find other things. So let's see, more cocktail shakers. Lots and lots of cocktail shakers. Looking for some. Okay, bitters. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe bitters is a thing. Let's just see what bitters. Let's see what the market for bitters looks like. Okay, so these guys. Maybe, and this is something you could probably source locally. Oh wow, bitters sell 1,300 units. This guy's making $25,000 per month. This is per month. Okay, and so we can actually see that there's that's something different. Yeah. So, wow. Okay, this is actually pretty awesome. Let me just. I'm gonna see what. Okay, now I kind of like this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and add it to my list. Add to list of private label. Continue shopping. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just type in bitter set. See what I come up with. Okay, there's lots of people selling bitters. Let's see what Jungle Scout comes up with. And sometimes I like to sort by sales. I also like to sort by revenue. So if you just click on the title, the column head, you can sort by revenue. The reason why I like revenue is because like sales, if you have like sales, if you sort by sales, then sometimes you'll get like these like $4 items that sell 3,000 units. That sucks though. You don't want to sell something that's $4. So revenue, generally, if you have some revenue, you're gonna make some profit. So looks like those guys are number 1 for bitters, but then there's also this cherry bourbon barrel aged cocktail. Okay, so there's this cherry thing, and notice the bottle is different, which is kind of interesting. It's a dropper. I'm not sure what that is. A bitters triple play. Okay, this one $30 package sells 430 units. Okay, now we're talking. Like that's pretty good. So, is this the same company? Oh, it looks like somebody is packaging this as their own, okay. So this person's like packaging these 3 things together. So that's interesting. So this person's packaging this thing together and selling 400 units. You might be able to package something very similar to this and just offer 5 of these or 2 of them or something slightly different instead of the Agskost. What? It's such a weird name. Angostura. It's a terrible name. Offer some other bitter from a different company. So I like this. I'm going to add it to my private label list. Okay. But you can kind of see like you just look at something, run Jungle Scout, find something else, run Jungle Scout on that, find something else, run Jungle Scout on that, find something else. Okay. Now, the third method I use is look at other websites that have great kind of new novel designs. So there's Etsy.com is great. Also, uncommongoods.com is great. Everything on here, it's like such an amazing source of product ideas. Let's try something else. Okay, how about kitchen and bar? And let's do cookware. Again, we're kind of looking for something unique. Oh, homemade tortilla kit, 50. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's awesome. You know, any one of these things you could pick. I mean, I don't really know what is this, a soapstone pot. I'm not even sure what that means. Rice. Okay, I'm not sure what these things mean, but I do know what a home tortilla kit is. That sounds awesome. 48 bucks. That's crazy how expensive that is too. So let's go ahead and search for homemade tortilla kit. Oh, surprise! It's all over Amazon. So let's see what. Oh, but look, it's not too crazy. Looks like there's maybe one, two, three, four people selling it. Let's run the numbers. See what we get. 4,500 sales. Holy shit! This guy's also at 30. Wow, this person's making $150,000 in revenue. That is insane. Cast iron tortilla press. This one, okay, this one. Let's just grab these two and see what they look like. Crepe, Turner. Again, I'm gonna sort by revenue and see what other things. Kombucha starter kit. That's cool, right? So kombucha's, weird drink that hippies like. Electric tortilla maker. That's cool. Cheese making kit. That's cool. A spirit infusion. Okay. Yeah, see, all these things are really neat. Like all these things right here. Kombucha starter, electric tortilla maker, a ricotta cheese making kit. Okay, I guess people would make ricotta cheese. A vodka making infusion kit. Like all these things are awesome. And imagine like you could build a website and a brand around these, and you could market, on Pinterest and on Instagram. Like, here's all the latest, uh, gin kits. Like, here's the best. Try local this month. Our apricots are in season right now. Why don't you pick some apricots in your local area and season your booze with these apricots, right? Or mozzarella, like, hey, here's a list of mozzarella and ricotta. Cool. Here's a list of 18 other cheeses you can make, and here's a comparison. Like, here's the top 6 cheeses. Here's history of cheeses. Here's like the first cheese ever. Here's the best, the top cheese by country, and list, U.S., the favorite cheese in the U.S., U.K., France, China, whatever, right? So you can imagine like building all these different informational products around these things for marketing. So these are great things. So okay, got it. I'm just gonna go to this brand. I'm not sure, is brand Victoria a real brand? I'm not sure. But how does this work? Yeah, this looks so simple. Like you just drop this on top of a stove and that's it. Like it's really simple. You could totally sell this thing, $35. So I'm going to add this to the private label list. Okay, let's go ahead and do another drill down and see what else we can find. This one's selling 4,000 units. That blows my mind. Tortilla warmer, $4. Oh, that sucks. Okay, cast iron round griddle. Okay, I don't know how to sell that. Here's a Cook 8-inch. Okay, this person is just ripping off Victoria. So here you have proof that someone else just ripping off Victoria, selling at a lower price point. They're selling 1,000 units a month. That's crazy. There's another person selling a silver version, and they're selling 1,100 units a month. So tortilla press seems like a pretty good market, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and take a peek at these. And see, one thing I always look for on these products is how well marketed they are. So these photos, they're okay. I say these are C plus worth of photos. The description, it's okay. It's maybe like C plus also here. But look at Victoria. Shows the stuff a little bit better, a little bit better photos, a little better lighting, has a little bit more information. Also, one thing that's great is if you include like a lifestyle photo. So she kind of has a lifestyle photo here, right? We would actually show a woman or a man like cooking on a stove. Like, how does this work? I don't even know. I'm still kind of confused. You put it on a stove. Does it plug in? I can't tell. Like, how does it work? How fast can you make it? Whatever. So you can imagine having a picture of a woman using this thing. She's sitting in the living in the kitchen, or a man sitting in the kitchen, and then the three kids are around there, and they're all eating tacos, and she's grilling, and she's super happy and smiling. Like, that's such an awesome photo. They should include that. That would be an A+ photo. Okay, this one. Here's what I'm talking about. So here's the product. There's kind of a lifestyle photo. Here's like, hey, here's the cool things you can make with this. These are much, much better. Let's say these are A+ photos here. Still, maybe you want to even include. I'm still kind of confused. You pour batter into this, or does it heat up the tortillas, or how does it work exactly? I'm not sure. So these are great photos. So again, add it to my private label list. Label. All right. So in 10-15 minutes, we just added what, 8 products, something like that. Let's see, product, private label. I have tortilla, bitters, a press, orange press thing. So that's from Uncommon Goods. I mean, there's still like all these other things. This what? That's awesome. A keyboard waffle iron. Like, look that thing up. Okay, Etsy is also great. Go to Etsy and let's just go to home. How about kitchen and dining? Okay, is anything popping up? This is kind of cool. What is this? Oh, I see. It's a whole category. Okay, so kitchen decor, cookware. Well, let's just do cookware. Or kitchen decor, I mean. This is cool. What is this? A sponge holder. A mountain sponge holder. Cool. Mountain sponge holder. That's really cool. $12. Okay, let's just see what we can find on Amazon for sponge holders. Okay, hey, that's kind of similar. That's similar. So I'm gonna open these guys up. Let's just see how well they sell. It sells terrible. Okay, so this is not a good product. But again, I might drill down, see if there's anything cool. And no, there's not. That's kind of cool. Baby, here we go. Huge 40-inch. All right, let's see what these are. Huge 40-inch baby gold foil balloons. Probably so. Let's see what it does on Amazon. Okay. So there's some stuff here. So the only thing that's kind of good is this one. They're not very good photos, right? Like, I don't know, how big are these things? Are they an inch or are they 3 feet? I can't tell. Like, you definitely want some photos of people like hanging out. This watermark, this is terrible. Do not ever have watermarks on things. Let's just go ahead and run it on here. Do drill down, see what we get. All right, that's cool. So Hawaiian necklaces, apparently they sell 2,500 units. That's insane. A flamingo drinking straw. That's cool. Maybe you want to sell flamingo drinking straws. You could build a flamingo brand, right? So flamingo party, a flamingo party brand. Flamingo balloons, flamingo straw. What is this? Plastic pink flamingo picks. I'm not sure what that means. But like that's kind of neat. You know, it's kind of neat. I bet you could sell this exact same thing. Probably sell it for $6.99. or sell a pack of 6 for $9.99, right? So your value offers that you're offering, if someone wants to have a flamingo party, they're not going to pay $7 for each straw. They probably want to have a set of 6 or 12 or 30, right? So maybe you offer a set of 6 for $9.99 and a set of 30 for $19.99, right? So there's a whole category of flamingo straws. Okay. So again, I'm just going to add this to private label. So, this is just to generate ideas and to do a real quick search just to make sure, like, does it sell okay? If it sells okay, then just go ahead and add it to the list, and then later we can actually go through and start dividing out good suppliers and the cost of shipping and the market and the competition. But just want to generate ideas. Generate 10. You can generate 10 per hour. I mean, you could think about this in a week. You can generate 100 ideas in a week, no problem. If you think about it and you really focus on it and you do this type of technique, it's pretty easy to generate 100 ideas. And of course, it takes a lot. And then from those 100 ideas, pull out maybe your favorite 25. Then kind of look at the competition and then maybe select down to 10. And now you have like 10 that really, they sell well, they know the competition is not that bad. You go and talk to the Chinese suppliers, and maybe you find like 5 or 6 that have good terms and the profit margin is great. And then launch all 5, or launch 1, or launch whatever, like launch 3 of them. Like this is how I find product ideas, and so far it's been really successful. And I just wanted to show like exactly how I do all this stuff.